How's it going, guys? Rachel West joined here along with Rick Stroud and Joey Knight. Just watched the Bucs beat the Falcons here in week 2. Tom Brady threw for 5 touchdowns. It's 9 on the season now. Rick, he is 44, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's defying age, but I think, the weird thing is, and we talked to him after the game, and everybody agrees, they left a lot of points off the scoreboard. I mean, they went through some long lulls in this game. All of a sudden, it was a field goal game or close to that late in the fourth quarter. And, I really feel like that they're just starting to get some of their rhythm. So you look at this offense, you look at him now with all those touchdowns. They've scored 30 or more points in 9 straight games, which is an NFL record. The other guy to do that, 8 straight was Tom Brady, twice with the Patriots. So he's treading on records that were his and exceeding them. So I don't really know where the bottom of this offense is. They're just now starting to get going.
Yeah, and while the offense came out strong right out of the gates, late in the game, Joey, it was really the defense that stepped up big time, Mike Edwards in particular.
And everybody who went to the podium in the post game used the word ball hawk to describe Mike Edwards. Guy with great ball skills, and he showed it in the fourth quarter with 2 pick sixes. He's the first player, according to Pro Football Reference, to have 2 pick sixes in the same quarter since 1997. Otis Smith did it with the Jets. And a really cool little subplot to this is Mike Edwards played at the University of Kentucky. His first interception in college was a pick 6 against Charlotte in 2015. His last interception in college was a pick 6 in 2018 on his senior day. So that was a cool little subplot to a very prevailing storyline today.
Yeah, nice way to bookend his college career for sure. And staying on the defense here, Nacho came up with a huge defensive stop there late in the game.
Raheem Nunez-Roches, the defensive tackle, he was lined up in a 3 technique. The Falcons were threatening. They had cut the deficit to 28-25, consecutive touchdown drives. Things were getting tense here at Raymond James Stadium, and they had a 3rd and 1 deep in their own territory. And Nacho said it was a play that he had seen, the way they were aligned. He had seen it before. He kind of snuffed it out. And lo and behold, Matt Ryan hands off to Cordarrelle Patterson, and Nacho's right there to meet him. Stuffs him for a 3-yard loss on 3rd and 1. That changed the whole momentum. That shifted the whole momentum of the game. 3 plays later, Tom Brady found Godwin for a touchdown, and the race was on.
The rest was history there. And so going back to you, Rick, now, as good as that win was, there's still a lot of things that they can improve on and some things to clean up as they now look ahead and move on to the Rams next week.
Yeah, and they're going to have to because I think the Rams, the schedule gets tougher, right? They play on the road these next 2 weeks across the West Coast, which takes a little bit out of you, against a football team that's kind of taken their template, right? They got rid of their rookie quarterback. They brought in a hired gun in Matthew Stafford. They have tremendous receivers. They have a number 1 defense. So this might be a team that they would see later in the postseason, and this game might also be for home field advantage in the playoffs as well. And, oh, by the way, it could also be the first trip to SoFi Stadium, maybe not the last if they make it all the way to the Super Bowl. So lots to play for this week.
Yes, probably want to get a little familiar with that stadium. That would be good. Well, we'll keep you guys updated throughout the week out at all the practices. Make sure you're keeping up with our coverage over on social media as well as at tampabay.com.